to Moving Iron Podcast After the Bell with Chip Nellinger. Chip's back this week, so welcome back from your vacation.
It's good. I wish I could say it's good to be back. It's a little chilly here.
It is probably a little cooler than
a little
cooler than what you probably expected. So, a lot of stuff going on today. You had the WASDE report come out, and the China talks about renegotiating some of the trade tariffs and stuff they've been talking about. All happened today. So, how's all that stuff affecting the marketplace?
Yeah, pretty choppy day. We had a lot of information. First, the WASDE report came in about as expected. I guess the biggest thing there was USDA did cut the Argentina soy crop by 7.6 million tons to 40.0. That's a pretty aggressive cut because they would still have several months to kind of slowly bring that down. So that's a pretty aggressive cut for them this early in the game, and says that there's probably likely more cuts coming. So maybe this Argentine bean crop is going to end up smaller than even what the market thought a month ago, maybe into the low 30s potentially. So that's supportive. I think that helped the beans out a little bit today. Everything else, corn ending stocks up 55 million, about as expected. Bean ending stocks down 5 million. The market thought they'd be a 20 million bushel increase. All told, though, we had a pretty relatively uneventful report day. So I think this is kind of traded, and it's out of our minds right now. Mm-hmm. And we're on to weather, number one. Number two, China trade issues. And those are the big two going forward here the next couple of weeks.
Right. So so yesterday they had the big renewable fuel standard. Some proposed changes that came up. How's that affecting the market, and do you see anything kind of choppiness coming from that?
Yes, I think that's definitely affecting the corn market. The result of that was basically there was a meeting. I'm sure there were more people there, but the head of the EPA, the Secretary of Ag, President Trump. My take from that is the president said, hey, take some more time, come up with some negotiations and agreement where both sides can meet in the middle. I think it really is hanging over the corn market a little bit. Corn was very choppy today. Only had like a 4-cent range in corn on a report day. So, very narrow range in here. And I do think that renewable fuels issue, which might take several more weeks to get some resolution on that, is kind of hanging over us right now. Because if it weren't for that, I think corn would have been higher today, because this extended forecast just isn't real great. So, we're kind of kicking off the spring season here in not great shape, pretty wet, pretty cold in a lot of areas. And in fact, here locally, we had snow the other night, and, more rain in the forecast, and it's just not the best start to spring in a lot of areas.
Right on. Okay, Chip. All right, Chip, what do you guys want to reach out to you and talk more about this? How would they get a hold of you?
Best way is just give us a call here at the office, 309-550-7213, and we'd love to chat with you.
All right, Chip. Appreciate it, man, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, thanks, bud.